What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. Sha'Carri Richardson, as you know, has been under certain levels of scrutiny. And that scrutiny comes into play because of what happened with Christian Coleman. We've all seen the issues that were there. We've seen how she was acting in that Seattle airport. And I mean, you would just think that a woman that's that size, in a public airport, you're attacking a man, you pushing a man down, you're doing all of this. What would make you think that you could do that? What's wrong with you? Why would you ever even believe that, you know what? This makes sense. This is something that I can operate in. Like, I can do this in front of everybody because I feel that this man is a buster, okay? Why would I do that? But they did. So then all of a sudden the man came out there, Christian Coleman. He come out, he basically take her side of the story, defend her buffoonery, all kind of stuff, right? So now the whole internet basically start roasting her. First it was, well, what did he do? He must have did something to her, right? Then she had to come out and say this.
Oh, it's Sha'Carri, and more than anything, definitely a lot of self-reflection, a lot of understanding of not only putting myself in a compromised situation, but somebody that I have a deep care and appreciation for as well is something that holding myself accountable. I see myself, I'm taking this time to not only see myself, but give myself a certain level of help that overall is going to reflect who I truly am in my heart and my spirit, and not allowing this moment, but accepting this moment to be more. And so my only thing is I want to be more, not even just for myself, for my family, for my fans, and overly appreciate y'all supporting me and showing up and even holding me accountable to being my best self. So more than anything, run away, but not refuse to run, but I refuse to run away, but face everything that comes to me head on, because everything on the other side is greater, but you got to go through in order to get there. So I'm Sha'Carri, y'all. I appreciate y'all, and one love, much love, and y'all be blessed.
So let me just talk about this, family. I want to talk about this. This is definitely important. Why is it important? Because she came out and took accountability. All right? That's what happened, okay? Now, why am I talking about this? Why is this important? The reason why this is important, at least in context, is basically, number one, she did say sorry. She did take accountability. And why did she take accountability? I'll tell you. She had to take accountability because of how he acted, all right? He was, I know what some guys will say, he was simping. He was out there making excuses for her. But because he handled it in such a positive way, it put pressure on her to apologize. This is the same way that Tia Mowry and Corey Hardrick is. If you look at the relationship dynamic, people started to dislike Tia Mowry a little bit more because of how Corey Hardrick handled himself. And that's one thing as men, we can also learn. It's just because a person is acting silly with us, it doesn't mean that we got to act silly with them. And that's something that I have also learned, okay? You don't have to act silly with somebody because they acted silly with you. Now, what's the other part of the story? If this was the other way around, it's dangerous, all right? And we talk about equality for men and women, and clearly we're not seeing it. Now, Sha'Carri Richardson, if he would have slapped the hell out of her, if he would have hit her, he would have been the villain. But at the same time, you can go around doing whatever you want to men, acting silly, and you won't lose not one sponsorship. If they were to drop her from her sponsorship right now, I would argue that women would be complaining about that. And the reason why they don't want to drop the sponsorship for her right now is because of all the complaints. If it was him, he'd be all bad. He'd be down bad. If it was him. And see, now that's what you gotta get with. You gotta understand, man, that you're not gonna get no parity with these females. Once they start acting like that, in order for you to even look bad, you basically gotta take the abuse. Because people still was saying, what did he do? You know what I mean? Now, dealing with the black community and dealing with black relationships, again, I get it. A lot of folks are dysfunctional and they don't know how to deal with mates. A lot of black men and black women do not know how to deal with each other. I get all that. I understand that. And maybe he's trying to be patient with her so she can grow. And maybe she realizes that she needs to grow. But at the same time, look at the disparity. Any man that want to deal with somebody like her is down bad. And I don't know how many women that I have encountered in my life that will go around talking about how they've been abused in relationships and then they're abusers. And so when they come into your life, they bring all their little dusty ass baggage to a man or decent man. And then now you out there making his life miserable. A lot of folk need to fix themselves. So nobody got time for you in your dysfunctional, dusty ass ways. We're gonna be honest, especially some of you ladies out there who cry victim all the time, just like Sha'Carri was crying victim when her girlfriend was whooping on her. Now you take your dysfunctional behind to a good black man that love you and care about you, and then you start acting the same way, but you ain't gonna tell nobody that you got problems, right? You're not gonna tell nobody that you dusty as hell, right? You're not gonna tell nobody that you're actually a pain in the behind to deal with. You don't want to tell nobody that. You don't want to tell nobody that. So folks got to go head on and figure it out and risk their whole entire life by dealing with you. And then, God forbid, they retaliate and knock you back upside the head. Now, all of a sudden, it's abuse. And this is one of the reasons why I'm not saying all black women, but a lot of black men, we encounter this kind of stuff in relationships more often than what women want to give credit to. We encounter this a lot, okay? We encounter this a lot. Not saying more than 40%, but enough to say that it is a lot. And then you want somebody to, stick with you, stick with me. You know, I know I'm having problems. I know I'm this. I know I'm that. I'm learning. Okay, but would you learn if it was him? Hell no. But before you even bring your baggage to a black man that got something going on, for the most part, he better have a car. He better be with this and that. He got to have all his stuff together. You ain't got to have nothing together. I'm talking about to the women that imply. You don't have to have anything to that together. All you got to have together is whatever you think you bring. Then you bring all your problems, and then, you know, you see them all the time. You know, many women go out there blaming their boyfriends, blaming all the stuff they had in the past. Why are you blaming it? Why are you blaming it? You ain't never taking no accountability for yourself, ever at all? Then a good man come into your life, a decent man, and you don't even know how to treat the guy. So then you know you probably still cheating. You're doing whatever the hell you feel like doing. Then once he get through leaving your ass and all that, I'm so sorry you become a stalker now. I can't believe you. Give me another chance. No. Somebody want to deal with your dusty ass? Hell no. Get your dusty ass away from me. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea D. Jackson back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Feature for all of you. Do scared the bell. We out.